New Sunny V2 video?
Vegan Booty is off.
Vegan Booty. Who? The vegan TikToker who's worse than vegan Peach. Is that possible?
Teacher's daughter. She thinks walking your dog is animal abuse, has been on the news for calling horses slaves, and believes it's okay fighting butchers.
Wait, walking dogs is literally like they need it, no?
At their birthday party. The government has banned her from living in her hometown, and her first viral video will start to show you why. The event scene behind her is the Million Paws Walk, where families meet to walk their dogs together and help raise funds for animals in need.
Okay.
Well, Vegan Booty called the event
the most violent thing that you could ever participate in,
protesting that every animal should be treated the way
Have you heard of the
dogs
Holocaust?
Why would you love one but pay for the suffering and abuse of other animals? Pigs are in fact more intelligent than dogs.
Hypocritically, however,
True,
Vegan
but
Booty
what's that
owned
have to
the
do with
dog
anything?
herself, which she tied to a leash and used it to pull her while she skated. It's pretty
So
protesting.
she's just doing it for attention.
Pulling you. Pretty hypocritical, and the hypocrisy didn't stop there, because Vegan Booty then showed up at a charity football match, disrupting 35,000 spectators because she thought her cause was way more important. In a satisfying turn of events, she was fined $1,800 for the stunt.
That's
yet
it?
This wasn't too expensive for the exposure it provided.
Would you do it all again?
Yes, 100%.
However, at around the same time, Isaac Butterfield was going viral for his anti-vegan videos, featuring Tash in the worst vegans on TikTok.
Why is your name Vegan Booty when you're running around with that? Change your name to Vegan Pancake Ass and let's all get on with our lives.
This gave Tash a chance
dude.
to respond, although she was met with a brutal dislike ratio as Isaac's audience offered their very first downvote. He'd therefore slam Vegan Booty again.
Meat's amazing, it's delicious, and guess what, bitch?
True.
I'm gonna have a big
The food is pretty good too.
dinner. I hope you enjoy your broccoli, you tiny little child.
Yet with comments such
Okay.
as who else came from Isaac's channel, this was only helping Vegan Booty grow. She'd use her newly found fame to launch a vegan clothing company, spoofing the Anti-Social Social Club to instead read Anti-Animal Cruelty Club. Well, Isaac then launched his own anti-vegan social club, leading Vegan Booty to call in heavy reinforcements. She'd discuss is Isaac Butterfield's anti-vegan club responsible for this vegan phobia, with no one other than that vegan
No, I think it's
teacher.
people like you, no?
Literally has shirts made that say anti-vegan club.
The pair became so close that they'd call each
Bro,
other
didn't the vegan
family.
teacher like write out the N-word or something? I remember something crazy like that.
However, it was obvious Vegan
Like what?
Booty was the crazier of the two. She began infiltrating supermarkets wearing an animal onesie before standing in the milk section, dissuading shoppers from their purchase. For obvious reasons,
What?
staff weren't too happy about this, and even after being ejected, she still yelled outside the store.
Her babies are taken away from her straight after birth. And
Bro,
her son-
milks need milk or
As a
else they'll
result,
get like
Tash was permanently
problems,
banned
right?
from Australia's two main supermarkets. Yet this didn't
Or
stop
did I
her
say milks need milk?
protests, as Vegan
Cows need
Booty
milk.
would only get worse. She'd show up at McDonald's in a much more detailed costume, being kicked out not by staff but instead this time police. Hilariously, this guy began his own protest, countering her with a legendary sign. In Vegan
This
Booty's
guy.
next stunt, she walked into KFC
What?
and poured orange paint everywhere while blasting dying animal noises for over 15 minutes. Not gonna lie, but you're
Brother.
incredibly selfish to the people that work at
Bro,
that
if I have to
place.
clean up
All
some
they're trying to
orange
do
paint
is
off the
do
ground,
their
I'm
job.
I'm
I feel
quitting. It's
so
not
sorry
worth
for
it.
the workers, while even other vegans called Vegan Booty out.
She is giving veganism a bad name.
People wrote about Tasha's public
So I'm saying, like, I don't
stunts.
care if you don't
Instead
eat
of
meat, but,
promoting
like-
vegans, you kind of just embarrass them, and nothing showed this better than her children's party meltdown. These two horses were clearly very well looked after, and were waiting outside a family festival so kids could take a picture. Well, of course, Vegan Booty somehow thought it was abuse.
I just want to know who
What?
the slave owner is. Okay, that's disgusting. This is animal abuse. You know, it's disgusting. Your arms hanging out of your
She
Got
tried
him.
and failed to make any decent points,
If you were in their position, would you
What us?
although Vegan Booty wasn't finished there. She'd then go into the festival to find the horses again, disrupting all photos by making a public announcement.
innocent beings are no different to our beloved dogs and cats. They look like they're under so much stress.
This awesome
They-
dad then quickly stopped their antics.
They look fine. What?
Yeah, not talking about it.
What?
No, we'll just keep walking that way then. Keep walking that way.
And thankfully police were there to intervene. After posting her video to TikTok, Tash again made national news in which they'd interview the horse's owner.
Meg Freeman owns the pony business. She says she's being bombarded with abuse by vegan protesters. Meg Freeman wants
Bro.
her charged.
They're like terrorists.
The horses are chilling. Like
Well,
what?
only 1 week later,
What?
Vegan Booty announced, "I'll be going to court on the 13th of May as I received a summons for a restraining order from the owner of Ponies for All Occasions.
Good.
Those who dislike me are triggered because I've made them realize that they're animal abusers. What I'm going through
Bro,
right now isn't a loss.
This has to
It
be
only
rage bait,
means
right?
I
There's no
win."
shot she actually believes this.
Protester, and I never harass anyone.
I don't even think the vegan teacher is this crazy. This girl is making vegan teacher seem like an angel.
Ah, I
At
wouldn't go
least
that
the
far.
vegan teacher didn't have her own number plates, as this made Vegan Booty foolishly recognizable.
Meat and cheese smeared across her family's car. Vegan activist Tash Peterson says this cruel joke crosses the line.
People recognized her
Crosses-
car,
okay.
then threw meat bones on her driveway, yet trolls weren't the only people who showed
Good
up
one.
at her house.
I've woken up once again to the police knocking at my door. So I've been issued with another barring notice.
Controversial vegan activist is banned from every pub in her state after becoming notorious for wild stunts where she screams at innocent families.
Anything that sells alcohol, I'm not allowed into. A penalty of $10,000 applies if I break
Good.
this barring notice.
The ban had come after another disgusting protest.
This reminds me of the Stop Oil people. Right?
Yet Vegan Booty was still convinced that she'd
Well, I
done
mean-
nothing wrong.
I mean, the
don't
burger's
really have
already
a right
cooked.
to freedom of
Like,
speech here in Australia. It's honestly pretty corrupt, if you ask me.
Her freedom of speech is just going to a restaurant and screaming like a lunatic about
Wait till she
murder.
finds out what
There is
happens
a
to animals in the
difference between
wild.
Speech and screaming. Your freedom of speech, our freedom to eat meat. Goodbye. She'd therefore leave Perth and spend a month protesting in Melbourne, but when she tried to fly back home, the government said she couldn't return.
The Australian police have banned me from entering
Based?
my own city. If I choose to fly home, I could face a 1-year imprisonment.
Her application was rejected based on her statements made in public, and after
I mean,
eventually
yeah.
having the rejection
You act like a
overturned,
dumbass, you get
you will not believe how
dumbass
awful
consequences,
she
like, what?
became. She'd go back to harassing the innocent pony business.
Bro,
before
leave the
trying to
ponies
ruin the
alone,
life
man.
of a hard-working chef. John Mountain owns Fire Restaurant in northern Perth, where on one
Okay.
unassuming night, a diner made a complaint about the lack of vegan options on the menu and was charged $32 for vegetables. Well, rather than bending the knee, John instead stated it is not a vegan restaurant.
Then go to
And
a-
if customers
yeah.
want vegan options, they
Then
should
go to a vegan
elsewhere,
restaurant, like, what?
announcing on their Facebook page, sadly all vegans are now
It's like going to a Mexican
fire
restaurant and
for
then being
mental
mad
health
that it's all
reasons.
Mexican
We
food.
thank
Like,
you for your
what?
understanding.
All vegans are banned. End of. No more. Never again. God help.
Everybody loved the chef's bold move, well,
Based?
except for one person known
Ah,
as
Jesus.
Vegan
Here we go.
Booty.
Jeez! Okay.
She
Yo,
showed up at the restaurant not just
relax.
once but twice, blasting dying animal noises even after being ejected. Having disrupted his business multiple times, the chef understandably lost it, yet still took responsibility for the damage Tash had done.
And I'm sorry to say, Layla, I lost my cool. And I lost my cool because now it's really disrupting my business. And I could see the look on my customers' faces, my staff, they were all a little scared and a bit nervous. And I stormed out.
Sadly for Vegan Booty, however, her activism exploded the restaurant's popularity.
So far as my business is concerned,
W?
I trebled my income. I'm now, in her words, having to murder more
Easy?
animals because of their actions.
Unfortunately, there was a bit of a trade-off.
I lost my partner because of this. I thought I was going to marry this woman, and she just couldn't handle the amount of attention. She's a very private person.
Yet this wasn't the only marriage
What?
that Tasha's TikTok.
She wasn't the one then, bro. I'm
Her
sorry.
next target was, get this, the Bicton Veterinary Clinic, a business literally designed to help unwell animals, and Vegan Booty lost it over budgies out the front.
You're the type of vets that eat your own patients, are you?
Yeah, I do eat meat, so but I don't eat dogs
What?
and I don't eat cats, and I don't appreciate you pushing your agenda on my personal.
I don't
Tell her.
appreciate you enslaving animals.
I have a dog in a cage out the back at the moment receiving treatment. Am I enslaving it?
Although it seems for the first time ever,
Bro, why are people
Vegan
even
Booty
entertaining
is
this bitch?
actually
Like, I feel like you can't argue with her. She's just so far
defamation
gone.
action against Miss Tash Peterson, 17,700 raised. The vet was announcing, we are launching a civil action in the Supreme Court of Western Australia, which has
Okay.
conveniently been running over the last 2 months. The trial has revealed that Vegan Booty hasn't only falsified her taxable income, but she's also been able to ruin another marriage. This might explain why Fire is also suing Tash.
This is going to teach her a lesson. If she's fined that amount of money, she's going to think twice.
And while she's always stated,
Okay.
I actually measure my own success by the amount of haters and criticism that I have.
it seems penalty after
That is
penalty
not-
is finally taking its
What?
toll. Her public nuisance stunts are becoming far less frequent, as most of her content now focuses on street interviews.
Do you have a moral justification for animal abuse?
Yummy.
Vegan Booty will likely never
Okay.
change, but maybe she's reached a decent middle ground that's respectful not just to animals, but people's lives as well.
Very doubtful. Very doubtful. He's a lot. Good one though.